Umentri rangba kejela ukanrat ki sangma uloong baka sarkar kan penting banyak keren merka sarkar Asam banyak penbet no ya kejingnya kejapun haba jubab ya kamat balawan ra 2 MLE kan not slong ba Adelbert nangrum ba dawa ban simrai da kaying darbar halor kejing kejapun bat ka Asam ukanrat uloong ba upot usam kejela Meghalaya bat ka Asam la proidak kat kum kan North Eastern Areas Reorganization Act kat kendai spa nyapuwei kabadai kadau kejingnya keja hapadeng jangkini ki artili ki jela umentri rangba ulai thu baka sarkar jela kelala banlum banlang ya kisaki satar ban penklan ya kejingkam ya kijaka baya keja balimba kini ki kot kisla la ru ban kiu seyeng kashri kum kisaki ulong bawatla kejingelang nakapor sakapol aju pelong hapadeng ki menteri rangba jangkini ki artili ki jela nalor ki chief secretary banwat ikilat kelinti banyaben Henry Kampoi Syakathong banyabet junom ulaya thu bakidan khan artili ki jaka bayakni hapaneng ka Asam bat ke Meghalaya bat kini kilong ke upa Tarabari Gizang Reserve Forest Hahim Langpi Bordewar Nongwa Mautamur Pilangkata Khanapara Desde Muria Khanduli Umkirni Psiar Block 1 bat Block 2 bat ka Rata Chera ulong baki jaka basensyar ki pareng menshwa ki badai jong ki hima khasi la penyaso bat ke distrik Bamarjan ki bahap Asam menta nak menta kani ke jingtu basipor kum ke jinglom khajana klem dakta ya ke jinglong tenrai kat kum ki khana jong ki hima khasi ulong ba ke jingben bana wan phya pot akabai dei bat ki constituency jong ka legislative assembly kebala permi akapor bathau ya ke Meghalaya kadai ga benta jong ka Asam bat kani kan sawanra ya ke jingshai akabai dei bat upot Asam jong ka United Khasi Jante Hills district bat ka Gar Hills district.
In fact, almost half a century has passed and yet this problem could not be solved. The public representative of the past from the border areas should have pursued this issue aggressively. Generally, politicians raise this issue before and during the election campaign just to politicizing, just to create a propaganda during election time that we have a bitter experience, and they forget once the election is over. But this time I have decided to make it an exception. No matter come what may, this 5 years term I'll keep on following this very vital issue, which is very vital for each and everyone, because we are here hours today for days tomorrow. We have reached a stage where we feel hopeless. Well, let us be a hope for the hopeless, so that we can do something for our coming generation. I have decided to make this issue alive, this most sensitive issue, just after the election, and I hope that the government of the day will make it a priority. Negotiation and dialogues between Assam and Meghalaya were going on from time to time, but no success. I feel that the boundary of both states shall be as it is on 26 January 1950. When the Constitution of India begins its operation, then the 1951 census, the electoral roll of district council election 1952, the parliamentary election 1952 shall be some of the documents to substantiate the areas that belong to Meghalaya and those which belong to Assam.
That successive state governments, irrespective of party affiliation, have been pursuing the matter of boundary dispute with Assam ever since the inception of the state. This only suggests that the issue is not amenable to easy solution. However, that should not, and indeed that does not, detract the present government from pursuing it even more vigorously through continuous engagement with the government of Assam. I would therefore reiterate with all the emphasis at my command that this government will continue to take all possible measures in order to arrive at a final and logical solution to the issue. Sir, Meghalaya became an autonomous state in April 1971 and a full-fledged state on 21st January 1972. Ever since then, the interstate boundary between Assam and Meghalaya, as defined by the Northeast Areas Reorganization Act 1971, has been a bone of contention between the two states. Those series of meetings were held at the level of chief ministers as well as chief secretaries of the two states, with a view to finding an amicable solution to this vexed problem through bilateral talks, to identify the areas of differences and to suggest measures to resolve the differences. A long-term solution has not emerged so far. By the Assembly on the 16th of March 2012, to the effect that the Government of India may be requested to constitute a boundary commission as early as possible to define the interstate boundary between Meghalaya and Assam, having regard to the constitutional provisions, the relevant notification and maps, as well as the historical, ethnic and linguistic linkages. Subsequently, the Assam Assembly also passed a resolution opposing the setting up of a boundary commission. Since no feedback was received from the Ministry of Home Affairs on our resolution, the matter was taken up with the Union Home Minister, requesting him to intervene in the matter and to constitute the boundary commission on priority so that a lasting solution to this long pending problem is found. The Union Home Minister had convened a meeting of the two chief ministers where it was agreed that the ongoing dialogue at the chief secretary level should be carried forward expeditiously and nodal officers should be designated by both the states to assist the chief secretaries. This has since been done. At the chief secretary level discussions, the Meghalaya side had presented the documents in support of its claims. The nodal officers of both the states met on the 20th of October 2012 and again on 31st of October 2012 in Shillong, where issues regarding resumption of developmental works along the interstate boundary were taken up without prejudice to the claims of either party. It was also agreed that the continuing dispute should not be the cause for hindering any developmental work and that law and order should be maintained at all costs. The last meeting of the nodal officers of both sides was held on 30th of May 2014 at Guwahati, where it was decided that the deputy commissioners, the superintendent of police, the divisional forest officers and the representatives of the concerned autonomous district councils would meet their respective counterparts once in a quarter, irrespective of there being any incidents or no incidents along the interstate boundary. It was also decided that the designated border magistrates, along with the SDPO / the DSP / the CI, would meet once a month with their respective counterparts. The border magistrate and his team would be the first and immediate responders in the event of any incident taking place along the interstate boundary. The meeting also discussed on the need to ensure that interstate boundary issues should not stand in the way of provision of basic services like drinking water supply and electricity from either side.